Jets. Ooh. No, it would not. And it's hard to, because I think the worldwide reaction, except if you're San Francisco 49er fans, are exactly what you said. Whoa. You know, but if you look at the highest paid quarterbacks in the league right now, you have Dak Prescott at $60 million, you have Joe Burrow at 55, you have Jordan Love 55, Trevor and Tua rounds it out. Okay, that's where you draw the line. If I'm Brock Purdy, I've taken my team to an NFC Championship game and gotten hurt. Who knows what would have happened in that versus the Eagles if he would not have gotten hurt. And he's taken his team to a Super Bowl. In my opinion, he's better than Tua. He's better than Trevor. He's better than Jordan. Now, Dak, I think he is. I think he is. Dak and Joe Burrow, for me, they're better. This is where it falls in line. Look, the salary cap went up 10%. And that's like the end-all, be-all for these GMs and these head coaches in these front offices, because that's what you have to follow. It is now going to be $280 million. If you have Brock Purdy come in at $55 million, say it's the second highest paid quarterback in the league, in 2 or 3 years from now, that's going to look like a bargain. In fact, $55 million of next year's cap is only 20%. You have 80% to spend elsewhere. So it's not one of those things where you're like, oh, it's just all this percentage of the cap like Dak was for a couple of years. It's not like that. For me, his play on the field. Now, I agree. We haven't yet seen him carry the team by himself. He's had very good players. Make no mistake about it. He's had a very good offensive coordinator, head coach, Kyle Shanahan. But I know they love him there. And as long as Kyle Shanahan is the head coach, Brock Purdy will be their franchise quarterback. And I think literally, Slick Rick, in the next 2 or 3 years, you're going to look at $55 million. You're going to be like, oh, man, that's a bargain. Right now, it seems like a lot. But the way the cap is going, we have new deals coming, TV deals coming in 2029, 2028.
You think it's only going to go up?
It's only going to go up. It's going to skyrocket. And the most important position in all of sports is what, James Jones?
Receiver.
Come on, man. I was coming to you for a good setup. It's the quarterback.
Don't ask a question if you don't know the answer.
And if you don't have a quarterback, regardless of what you think about it, like, you will not be successful in the NFL. So absolutely, it's not as crazy as some people think to pay him top 5 money, in my opinion.
Are you going? Because I know we both feel like this is crazy right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You on that side of
I want my guys to
table.
get paid.
Whoa.
I'll go. I'll go.
Hey, James, do your thing.
Yeah. It is a mistake, right? Usually when you see quarterbacks win championships with not a lot of talent on rosters, it's because those talented players on the rosters are not up for contracts yet, right? So you're blessed, kind of like the Philadelphia Eagles. You're blessed you don't got to play Jalen Carter yet, right? You blessed that Zach Bond fell into your lap. You blessed you drafted a #1 corner, my man Mitchell. A lot of these ballers that played at an all-pro level are not under contract. When you look at the Green Bay Packers right now, they got 5 receivers that is super, super young, not under contract. So you can pay the quarterback because those dudes are under contract for a long time. When you pay the quarterback, you're going to lose some of them naturally. Yeah. Can that quarterback carry the team when you lose some of those players? No is the answer, because he has not shown us he can do that. So when you're sitting here telling me and we're sitting down in the room and we say, okay, Debo is gone. We don't know how much longer Trent's playing. It ain't nobody we replacing Trent with neither, because he walking into the Hall of Fame, right? Brandon Ayuk is coming off of an ACL injury, right? Kittle's getting old. Eventually he's going to be out of there. Is number 13 a dude that can lead us there? Not saying you can't get more playmakers around him, but it's going to be hard to find those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Can he be the quarterback to lead you to a Super Bowl if those dudes are not there? The answer is no, because he has not shown you that. And when he had an opportunity to show you that this year, they weren't even in the playoffs to have a chance to compete for a championship. You're talking about number 2 money with a number 12 quarterback in the National Football League. He ain't in the top 10 at the quarterback spot. We're talking about top 2 money. And I understand the next man up mentality and all that, but when you're talking about winning a Super Bowl, I think Brock Purdy is your guy, but at the right price to get all these pieces around him, but not at no top 5 money.
Do you think
that is out?
Do you think
Great job, James.
Brock Purdy can lead the team to the Super Bowl?
He just said no.
With the talent around him, yes, because he showed us that with a bunch of talent around. With the talent around him, he can't even lead you to the playoffs, is what he showed you. So that's all I'm saying. You're talking about $55 million. And I feel the same about Trevor Lawrence and Tua and all that. It's not just Purdy.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they should be making that money. I think they need to be having a friendly contract to get players around them. And I ain't just Purdy.
Yeah, but we live in a world where you made a lot of money off free market. I made a ton of money as a backup off free market. You made a ton of money off free market.
No, ain't no free market. I earn everything I got. Ain't no free market.
Listen. It's a free market, free agency. When you get to free agency,
He never hit free agency.
Best players don't get no free agency, dog.
Then you got more money, okay?
Yeah.
Like you still made a lot of money for playing. This is what our game and our union has fought for, is for free agency, and it is the next man up. So regardless of what you think he should be paid, the 49ers are paying him and are going to pay him top 5 quarterback money. They truly believe that he's the guy.
That's probably what thought. You know what's crazy? Because this is like if T. Higgins is about to be a free agent.
30 mil.
If T. Higgins made more money than Justin Jefferson, what would that look like?
Oh, my God.
Not good.
It will look crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what this is.
Respectfully,
that's
though,
what
receivers aren't as important to the game as quarterbacks.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is he's a number 2 wide receiver. We agree?
He's going to be a number 1.
He's not even a number 2 quarterback, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And we would be going crazy if T. Higgins made that money. But it's okay to give it to the quarterback.
So Shady made a good point, and he said, how many teams?
Thank you.
How many quarterbacks can actually lead their team to a Super Bowl or to the playoffs without an elite team around them? Mm-hmm. How many? I can name Josh Allen. Joe Burrow, once. But back-to-back years, he has not had an elite team. He hasn't made it. Dak Prescott hasn't done it. Jordan Love hasn't done it. Trevor Lawrence hasn't done it. Lamar Jackson, it's a pretty good team. Jalen Hurts, your team, dream team around him. So I think that there's a happy medium. There's only like 1 or 2 guys you're talking about.
So, Chase,
you know what I mean?
So when you saying all that, that's what I'm trying to tell you is, them guys shouldn't get elite money then. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Why are we talking about, why are we even having a conversation having him top 5 money?
This is I think the word that we're missing here, because I'm with you. Like, 49ers are probably going to do it.
No doubt.
They got to do it.
And plenty of teams have done it.
But it's crazy.
But would it be a mistake is the question.
Mm-hmm. No,
because you're not paying Brock Purdy for what he's done to this point with the team. It's where he can take
Great question.
you. And this is my question, is how much potential does Brock Purdy have to be better than he's been to this point? There's a reason that he was drafted where he was, because of the measurables. Now, he has overachieved immensely. He's like, I like him and I love guys who make the most out of what they have.
Question.
But can you take me there? Would we say he's a top 5 quarterback in the league right now, talent-wise?
So it's Trevor isn't, Jordan isn't, Tua isn't.
I know, but those teams made that mistake. Do you then make
Jordan
the
Love
same...
was not a mistake doing that.
Okay, that's one.
I'm sorry.
That's one. But the majority, 3 out of 5, and I'm not even sure that I can put Brock Purdy in, like, talent-wise. I'm not putting him there with Jordan Love.
No.
I'm not. Okay.
I would agree with you.
Right.
So now I'm going to pay him and put him in that category and expect him to do what Jordan Love is doing. That, to me, would be a mistake, because and here's the other part. When you look at some of the young quarterbacks, and they've struggled or they get their money, and you can look at all the changes. They have different coaches, different offensive coordinators. Like, I'm not sure that Brock Purdy isn't a beneficiary of Kyle Shanahan's.
Oh, my God.
You know that, Slick. You know that.
Right? The money that he's made is as much because of
I'm so sick and tired of this system talk.
Is that not true?
Rick. Slick Rick, you as a quarterback, your job, okay? Your job is to run the system that is given to you at the highest level.
Understood.
And everybody has ran it.
And everyone
Kyle
has.
Shanahan's system.
But why has Kyle Shanahan gotten rid of everyone else except they want to pay Brock Purdy? Because Kyle Shanahan believes Brock Purdy is better than anyone he's ever had to run his system.
He also thought Trey Lance was.
Wait. Who?
And he made a mistake, and what did he do? He traded him and got somehow fleeced Jerry Jones.
He paid Jimmy G money, too.
Not like this is what I'm saying.
Well, he paid Jimmy G market money when it was his.
No, it was below market. It was below market.
What do you mean he got rid of everybody?
He said
got all the other quarterbacks.
All I'm saying, all I'm saying is this, though. When you just made that point,
you talking about Trey Lance and Sam Darnold he got rid of, and that's who you backed?
Sam Darnold was a backup for him. It was a backup
So
quarterback.
who you saying he got rid of?
Trey Lance. He said he brought up Trey Lance.